Right now, at this very moment, there's a real chance that unwanted organisms are living inside your body without you knowing it. Not because you did something reckless, not because you ignored your health, but because they entered quietly through foods you have trusted your entire life. What makes this especially concerning is that many of these organisms are not destroyed by normal cooking methods. Some survive heat, others survive refrigeration, and year after year, they are becoming more resilient, particularly affecting adults over the age of 60. This video is not meant to scare you, it is meant to inform you so you can protect yourself using simple, practical steps. If you care about your health or the health of someone you love, take a moment to support this video. Information like this only helps when it reaches the people who need it most. Let me ask you something important. Have you been feeling unusually tired even after resting? Have you noticed digestive discomfort that appears and disappears without explanation? Skin issues that don't seem to improve? Unexpected changes in weight? These symptoms are often brushed off as normal aging, but health experts warn that they can sometimes be linked to hidden parasitic exposure. Public health agencies report that parasitic infections are far more common than most people realize, and older adults are significantly more vulnerable because the immune system naturally becomes less efficient with age. What I'm about to share may surprise you and may even change how you look at the foods in your own kitchen. The first food category is one almost everyone considers healthy: leafy greens. Lettuce, spinach, kale, arugula, and mixed salad greens can carry microscopic organisms such as Cryptosporidium and Giardia. These organisms form protective shells that allow them to survive rinsing, refrigeration, and even certain chemical treatments. Because these greens are usually eaten raw, anything clinging to their surface can enter the digestive system alive. Contamination typically occurs during irrigation when water sources are exposed to animal waste or later during transportation and handling. For older adults, this can be dangerous because these organisms may cause prolonged diarrhea, dehydration, and poor nutrient absorption, which the body may struggle to recover from. Food safety researchers estimate that nearly half of food-related parasitic cases in developed countries are linked to raw produce, especially leafy greens. This does not mean you should avoid vegetables. It means preparation matters. Experts recommend soaking leafy greens for at least 15 minutes in water, mixed with a small amount of white vinegar, followed by a thorough rinse. This significantly lowers risk, even though no method is perfect. The second food surprises many people because it's often associated with strength and protein: undercooked beef. Beef that is rare or medium rare may contain a parasite commonly known as the beef tapeworm. If the meat does not reach a sufficient internal temperature, the parasite can survive. What makes this organism especially problematic is that it may live quietly in the digestive system for years. During that time, it can interfere with nutrient absorption, contributing to fatigue, anemia, vitamin deficiencies, weakness, and even memory or concentration issues that are frequently mistaken for normal aging. Global health organizations estimate tens of millions of people worldwide are affected by tapeworm infections, often without realizing it. Fully cooking beef to safe internal temperatures is one of the most effective ways to prevent this entirely. The third food is popular for its health reputation: raw or lightly cooked fish. Dishes like sushi, sashimi, ceviche, and lightly smoked fish may contain a parasite known as anisakis. When consumed alive, these organisms can penetrate the stomach or intestinal lining, triggering severe pain, nausea, vomiting, or intense allergic reactions. Health researchers have documented a sharp rise in these cases over the past decade, largely due to increased consumption of raw fish. For older adults, the risk is greater. Immune responses weaken with age, and allergic reactions can become more severe and harder to control. Food safety authorities recommend that fish intended for raw consumption be frozen at very low temperatures for several days to neutralize parasites. Many reputable restaurants follow these guidelines, but home preparation carries greater risk. For adults over 65, many physicians recommend choosing fully cooked fish instead. The nutritional benefits remain without the added danger. The fourth food is extremely common in households: pork. Undercooked pork products such as bacon, sausages, ham, and pork chops can carry a parasite responsible for a condition known as trichinosis. Once ingested, larvae can migrate into muscle tissue, causing muscle pain, swelling, fever, weakness, and in severe cases, heart or neurological complications. Health institutions warn that older adults are particularly vulnerable to serious outcomes because inflammation places extra strain on the heart and respiratory system. Pork must be cooked thoroughly and allowed to rest before eating to ensure safety. Color alone is not a reliable indicator. Using a thermometer is one of the simplest ways to protect yourself. The fifth food is often seen as completely harmless: fresh berries. Raspberries, strawberries, and blackberries can carry a parasite that causes prolonged digestive illness, fatigue, and unintended weight loss. These organisms cling tightly to textured surfaces and are resistant to basic rinsing. Outbreaks linked to fresh berries occur regularly, and older adults are disproportionately affected because fresh fruit is often consumed daily as part of a healthy routine. Soaking berries briefly in a vinegar water solution, followed by thorough rinsing, has been shown to significantly reduce contamination. Cooking berries eliminates the risk entirely. The sixth food includes raw or undercooked shellfish, such as oysters, clams, mussels, and scallops. These animals filter large amounts of water, concentrating whatever contaminants are present. This can include parasites, bacteria, and viruses. For seniors, infections linked to contaminated shellfish frequently lead to hospitalization due to dehydration or organ stress. Cooking shellfish completely is the only reliable protection. The final food may surprise you: rice. While rice itself doesn't usually contain parasites, improperly stored or reheated rice can become a breeding ground for harmful toxins and can attract insects that introduce contamination. Cooked rice left at room temperature for too long becomes unsafe. Dry rice should be stored in airtight containers, and leftovers should be refrigerated promptly and reheated thoroughly. At this point, you might feel overwhelmed. You might wonder if anything is safe to eat anymore. But food safety is not about fear. It's about awareness and small adjustments that dramatically reduce risk. Here is a simple action plan you can start using today. Cook meats and fish thoroughly and use a food thermometer. Wash produce properly using proven methods. Avoid raw animal products as you get older. Store food correctly and respect time and temperature limits. And if you experience ongoing digestive issues, fatigue, or unexplained weight changes, talk to a healthcare professional and ask whether parasite testing is appropriate. Research shows that the majority of food-related parasitic infections in older adults are preventable through proper handling and preparation. Parasites rely on silence and lack of awareness. Once you understand the risks, you take away their advantage. Your health matters, your time matters, and the food you eat should support your life, not undermine it. Share this information with people you care about and make food safety a daily habit. Thank you for watching, and stay informed. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information presented here does not replace professional medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare provider regarding any health concerns or dietary changes.